Welcome in, Astros fans. Not much of an intro tonight. I apologize for that. Got a little aggressive with the buttons, but Zach Greinke's on the hill for the Astros, who are trying to avoid the sweep tonight at the hands of the Philadelphia Phillies. They've had their fair share of strikeouts. It's been pretty crazy over the last couple of days. Astros in the shooting star uniforms tonight, trying to shake it up a little bit. First pitch strike to Gene Segura here. Quickly 0-2. If you missed the last two broadcasts, let me tell you what you missed. 4 Phillies runs and a ton of Astros strikeouts. So far, the aggregate score for this series is 4-0 Philadelphia. Astros yet to score a run. They haven't scored since Sunday. Tigers come into town tomorrow for 3 in the All-Star break, which couldn't come at a better time. But the Astros still just 2 behind Oakland. And they're on the road tonight against the bottom-feeding Seattle Mariners. Astros hope to take care of some business. Welcome in, Donna Dodds. Thanks for being here. If you're watching the broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. I know Donna's watching from Indian Creek, Texas, down there in the heart of Texas land. Count goes full to Andrew McCutchen here. Payoff pitch. Way high. It'll be a walk, a 1-out walk. Brings up Bryce Harper. He's had a home run this series. It was a 9th inning home run. Gave him some insurance back on Tuesday night's ball game. And they're running off here, and they're going to get there. Look at that. The ball. Runner in scoring position here for Bryce Harper, and he's got a 3-0 count. He's going to 4-pitch walk there with first base open. First, a double play back in order for Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins. Nope, at the ball.
The ball just missing there.
Ball.
Not going to get the low part of the strike zone tonight from the home plate ump. Swinging through a change up there. 2-1 now to Hoskins. Swings and misses at a changeup. What's up, James King? Watching from Buda, Texas, no doubt. A happy belated birthday to Miss Shauna Dodds. That one's hit a country mile to center. Springer will be there, and he'll throw hard to third, but runner not going. Actually, he'll throw hard to second, apparently. Didi Gregorius will bat here with 2 on and 2 out in the top of the first. So the scoreless ball game just getting started in this one. Astros have not struck out at all yet tonight. Correa snares that, saves a run, no doubt. They leave 2 after 2 men are walked. Astros coming into bat for the first time in a scoreless game. We'll be right back. Tonight's lineup looks a little bit different with George Springer out. He's fine, just a little bit of muscle soreness. Jose Altuve going to lead it off for the Astros. That's the first pitch, swinging on a pretty good pitch. Grounds it to the second baseman, 4-3. The Phillies have recorded 1 out in this game, and it has not been via the strikeout. Alex Bregman now bats here with 1 gone. He fouls away a sinker. It's Jake Arrieta on the mound for Philly. I think I know what's going on, folks. I think I know why there was no intro to the game today or pitcher introduction. So the Astros did a simulated game last night. It's been a rough 2 days here coming back to this road trip. Coming back from the road trip. 0-2 to Alex. Might be tough. Alex going to hustle it out, but they're going to throw him out 3-1. So I've got it set on fast play. If you're a gamer, you know what that means. It's just none of the stuff that makes it look like a broadcast. I don't really like that version, but I was doing it instead of because I was playing a simulated game, so just wanted it to be fast. 0-2 to Brantley. 2 changeups pretty much in the same spot. Just getting a piece of the curveball. Lifted to left. Left fielder moves over, squeezes it for out number 3. 3 outs recorded by the Phillies, and none of them on a strikeout. We'll be right back. See if I can set this back up to look more realistic. There we go. Figured it out.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT
Realmuto leads it off for Philly. Here in the top of the 6th. Sorry, the 2nd. He's the 6th batter. One and one now to Realmuto. Hit pretty well to left. Brantley back. He'll get there in time to catch it just in front of the wall. We take a look at that defense, by the way, for the Astros. Kyle Tucker is the man that is kind of out of order there. He's playing center field tonight. Josh Reddick over in right. Everybody else the same. James King watching with his mask on, he says. He doesn't live in Austin, but he lives near Austin. Mayor Adler might issue him a $2,000 fine. Is it $2,000 or $200? What is the amount of that fine, James? The listeners want to know. Our Astros viewers have to know these hard-hitting facts. I mean, we're all here watching because of the coronavirus. The real baseball season was postponed. It is coming back in a couple of weeks. Actually, a week from... No? Yes, a week from Friday? Oh, that's exciting. The 1-2 pitch to Williams. Swung through, and Greg gave it his first stunk out of the game. Shooting star jerseys do look pretty slick. You'll notice even the hats are throwback with the orange button on top. And it's a solid H instead of the shadowed H, the more modern H star that they currently wear in their regular uniforms. Kyle Tucker to his left squeezes that for out number 3. The Phillies are retired 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Astros. We'll be right back. To say that Yordan's slumping is not really fair to the other 8 Astros that are slumping currently. It would be good to beat up on these Phillies. They have held the Astros scoreless so far in the series. 1-0. Yordan takes a ball against one of the better beards in the National League from Jake Arrieta. Only needed 9 pitches to get out of the first. 2-0, the changeup misses outside. 0% chance that the Astros, you're saying I guess the baseball comes back. Ripped right to the shortstop. It's actually the third baseman. They're over in the shift. He's retired 5-3 if they're scoring at home. That's out number 1. It brings up the Cuban-born Yulieski Gurriel. Back-to-back Cubans in the lineup tonight. Usually they have Alex Bregman in between them. Bregman batting second tonight. Yuli get the first hit for the Astros with a 1-out single here in the 2nd. So James King wants people to place their bets. He thinks there's 0% chance that real baseball comes back next Friday, July 24th. Actually, it's supposed to come back the 23rd. Some pretty good games on that opening night. Opening day. I think there's 3 games scheduled. Astros will play their first game Friday, July 24th. So our last game, I was looking at it. I'll talk about it in just a second here. Got to focus on the batting. Carlos Correa with 1 out and runner on first. Grounded weakly to the right side. Could be a double play. They turn it quickly enough to get Correa. 3-6-1. Jake Arrieta coming over to man first. We're through 2. Astros leave none. Do get a hit. Still scoreless. We'll be right back. Back here in Houston, and while Heidi Watney talks to a microphone that's not on, we'll tell you real quickly that July 23rd was scheduled to be the last game of the broadcast. That would be a Thursday night. That'll be a travel day for me because I'll be driving to Houston that night for a Friday wedding. Shout out to Ryan and Kayla, who are not watching. But Ryan works for the Tennessee Titans, which is kind of cool.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the second base.
So when I was emailing them about the wedding, oh, I'm performing their ceremony too. So I had to email them a little bit of information, talk about the wedding ceremony. And I'm like, Ryan, what's your email address? And he tells me the first part, and he's like, @titans.com. And I'm like, that's so cool. Makes me want to just create a domain name. Or like one of those spam emails that sends, it looks like it comes from apple.com, but when you click on it, it's really got every letter of the English alphabet and all the numbers in the email address. 2-1 to Kingery here. Fouled away, 2-2. So that'll be a travel day on the July 23rd. I haven't really figured out what we're going to do. I don't know if we'll do a doubleheader or we'll just start, because it's a 4-game series against the Rangers on the 2020 Quaranseason schedule, which is the schedule they would have been playing. Not sure when we'll, or how we'll get all those in, but I promise we will. Long story short, come that Friday, July 24th, this experience will be done and real baseball will come back. Or if you're James King, we'll see you Friday night, July 24th, because real baseball will be canceled by this. Oh, it's a leadoff walk to the 9-hole hitter. Gene Segura, he's hit a long ball tonight. The runner at first. Change up taken for a strike. Charlie Bob's here too. Lucy and Ricky style. Fouled away, still 0-2. Hit pretty well to left, but Brantley will take a couple of steps and field that one in the air for out number 1. Those jerseys do look cool. I'll tell you what, if the Astros can manage to get through this game without striking out, you might see these shooting star jerseys a couple more times in a row. Maybe completely all the way to the All-Star break. 1-1 to McCutcheon. Swung through and missed. 1-2 now. A little bit overcast outside, still in the 90s in Houston, so roof is closed. And that's another strikeout for Greinke after a leadoff walk. Quickly, 2 gone now. Zach's 3rd of the game. McCutcheon wants to know, would that have been a strike? Umpire says, no, you dummy, you're shooting the swing. Bryce Harper bats here with a runner on and 2 outs. He walked back in the first. He swings through a changeup there for strike number 1. That'll be a base hit up the middle. Runner stays at second base, though, so it's first and second now with 2 gone in the 3rd.
First base, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Reese Hoskins will be your batter.
Nope.
Takes a first pitch ball. Kind of torn on the Phillies jerseys, by the way. Oh, there we go. 6-3, out number 3. We'll talk about those Phillies jerseys in a moment. 2.5 innings played. Still scoreless. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Astros. We'll be right back. Josh Reddick leads off the third for the Astros. They do have a hit tonight. Looking for their first base runner to get to second base. They haven't had a base runner reach. Oh, yeah, they had a guy on third a couple times last night, but was held scoreless again. Have not scored a run in 2 games versus the Phillies.
Count 1-0.
Josh doesn't swing at a low curveball. Whoa. 1-0 to Reddick. Fouls away the sinker. Count goes 1-1. Josh out in front of that one.
Count 2-1.
That one gets away from the catcher, 2-1. So the Phillies jerseys, their current uniform set is a throwback to one they used to have in the 50s. I love the blue star accents, and a lot of the players rock the blue cleats or blue batting gloves. That was grounded up the middle. Be fielded by the shortstop. He goes 6-3 for out number 1. I say I'm torn because a lot of people didn't like the maroon Philadelphia Phillies jerseys they had prior to that, the Mike Schmidt era. I love that maroon. It looks good. Also love that P. And Kyle Tucker, speaking of P's, hits a P rocket into the stands at right field in foul territory. 0-1 to Kyle. He came to hit tonight.
Ball back outside.
1-1 to Tucker. He's batting .250 on the year. That's in very sporadic playing time, too.
Inside ball.
So good average for him when you consider he hasn't played a lot of games in consecutive days this season. Difficult to find a rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, Astros just going to hammer it to short all night until that guy makes an error. 6-3 for out number 2. Garrett Stubbs. He's the only Astro hitting below the Mendoza line, hitting 189, sub 200. Swings the change up inside. We got to get that out of our system, Garrett. We don't want to do that with 2 strikes for sure. The 0-1 to Stubbs. Kicking outside for a ball, 1-1 now. Astros put the ball in play, all 8 batters. And now Stubbs with the second hit of the night, a 2-out single. Stubbs a little bit of speed over there at first base, too. We'll see what Dusty decides to do here with 2 outs in the top of the order coming up. Tues swings and misses at a sinker.
He's going.
Ball's outside, and they got him. Got him. Tucker thrown out trying to steal second base. Altuve will lead off the 4th when we get back. Through one time through the order, though. No strikeouts for the Astros. And 2 hits, but still scoreless. Didi Gregorius leads it off for the Phillies here in the top of the 4th. We missed earlier, we got Detroit Tigers coming into town for 3. Those games will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the All-Star break. We will take Monday night off. Not going to broadcast the Home Run Derby. We will broadcast the All-Star game if anybody's up for watching that. We'll be here on Tuesday night, live from L.A. Dodger Stadium hosting this year's All-Star game on the Quaranseason. They got robbed in the real version. But they did say that they announced that they will have it in 2022. Is that how you say it? Oh, no. He threw it to second. Okay. Correa was trying to make a slick play there and hit the wrong button. Got to be honest. Oh, look at the jacket, though, on Dusty Baker tonight. Can't even be mad about it. So Didi reaches first on an error, not a hit. Fastball misses 1-0 to JT Realmuto. Double play is in order if Correa really likes throwing to Altuve. That's what he wanted to do here on a ground ball hit to him. Curveball taken high for a strike. There we go. It'll be 4-6. Two gone now in the fourth. That Correa error erased there.
Designated hitter, Nick Williams.
Yeah, Dusty looking real sharp in that orange jacket, James. I'll get him there in the dugout. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight. Astros trying to avoid the sweep here, a 3-game set against Philadelphia. Coming off a really good road trip. They just swept the World Series defending champion Washington Nationals on the road. And now have scored 0 runs in 2 games versus the Phillies. They don't have any runs yet tonight, but they have out-hit the Phillies 2-1 so far. And of course, the most important stat, the one we're really proud about, no strikeouts first time through the order. Hit hard, but the Astros in the shift. And Correa makes up for it there with a hard throw to first, 6-3 for out number 3. We are through 3.5 here in Houston, still scoreless. Jose Altuve leads it off as we come right back. Welcome back. It's top of the order time. Altuve tonight's leadoff man with Springer out just for this one game. He'll be back tomorrow versus Detroit. So we're going to miss by Altuve, 0-1. Grounded up the middle, and that'll reach center field. Not the hardest hit ground ball by Altuve, but a leadoff single on the scorecard.
The third baseman.
This catcher has thrown out 3 Astros would-be base stealers in this one. Altuve back. Astros had a lot of success stealing like 5 bases in the Washington series. Bregman bats here with no outs in the fourth. He takes a first pitch slider outside for a ball. Oh, that's going to be a double play. But that's the one that Alex is going to be mad about. That was right down Broadway. A changeup that he had a good swing on. Just chopped it a little bit. And they go 6-4-3 for the double play. So 2 gone now with Michael Brantley batting here in the bottom of the fourth. Corkscrewed. Third baseman back. He'll catch it. Quick inning. Only 3 batters come to the plate, even though they had a single. It was erased with the double play. Through 4 innings, we're still scoreless. We'll be right back. Back here in Houston, should say that the Phillies have only been held to 4 runs in this series. 3 on Tuesday, 1 last night. So, Astros pitchers have done a great job. They just haven't been rewarded by their offense. Adam Hazley leads it off for the Phillies. He takes the first pitch ball. It's 2-0 as Greinke struggles to find the strike zone here in the fifth. There it is. 2-1 now. Swings through a changeup, and he goes from 2-0 to 2-2. Texas shut out tonight, or earlier today actually. They lose to the Miami Marlins 6-0. So they won't gain any ground on the Astros, no matter what happens in this one. Correa, a few steps over. He'll throw over to Yuli for out number 1, 6-3 on the putout. And it's Scott Kingery who was, he got a walk somehow. The 9-hole hitter was walked. He's seen now 5 balls in a row. A 1-0. 2-0 pitch. Finds the outside strike zone. 2-1. Just missing with the changeup. Go 3-1. You really don't want to walk the 9-hole hitter even once, but you certainly don't want to do it twice. The count goes full. The payoff pitch to Kingery. Got him swinging it at a pitch way out of the zone. Greinke's 4th tonight, and there's 2 gone here in the 5th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Segura.
Gene Segura bats here with nobody on base and 2 outs. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. Segura was hitting the ball really hard last night.
That's the ball. Look out, 1-1.
He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1-1 pitch. Hit well, it might go foul. Just going foul there. 1-2. Ripped. We'll have to check on Greinke. Not sure where that hit, but it definitely took one to the body. He's walking off on his own power, but holy smokes did he get crushed. Scoreless through 4.5. We'll be right back. What we really want to know is, how is Greinke, Heidi? How's Zach doing? Ryan Dietz, welcome in from Pearland, Texas. You'll be happy to know through 4 innings, Astros have 0 strikeouts. And they're in the 60s throwbacks, the shooting star uniforms tonight. So we get through this game with no punch outs. You might see these tomorrow when we start the Detroit Tigers series, who are in town for 3. Alvarez leads it off for the Astros here in the 5th. Good pitch to hit there. Fouls away the changeup. He's out in front, the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Taken outside for a ball, 1-1. Arrieta, the longtime Cub. It's now 2-1 to Jordan. Phillies in the shift. No surprise there with nobody on base. And Jordan hits right into the shift. It'll go 4-3 for out number 1. That's why they're in the shift, folks. Couldn't wait on the curveball. And he's retired for the first out here in the 5th. Julieski Gurriel now bats. Again, all the Astros are due. But really did have a hit in his last at-bat. Fouls the changeup away. Started out in the low part of the zone and just died. Can't wait on the curveball, and it was hung. It's fouled a long way. 0-2 now to Yuli. Grounded to second weekly. Barring an error, that should be out number 2. It is 4-3 if you're scoring a video game at home. Nobody on base. Astros pitcher still hanging up zeros against the Phillies. Gray out in front of the curveball. Strike number 1. Carlos does have 2 bombs in the last week. Late on the sinker, 0-2. Second 0-2 count consecutively. That bounces in for a ball. Fouled away. Count remains 1-2. That's going to be a 2-out single, maybe extra bases for Carlos, as that one's going to go all the way to the wall. Carlos Correa with another double on the 2020 Quaranseason, his 11th of the year. Maybe Josh Reddick trying to get Correa around home. for the first run, not just in this game, in this Philadelphia series. Astros fans energized here. That might do it here. We're going to send Carlos around. Reddick going to hold it first. And that is how you score a run. We forgot what it looked like. But don't try to adjust your television sets, folks. That's a one-run lead by the Astros. Their first run of the entire series. It comes off the bat of Josh Reddick. Who's at first now for Kyle Tucker? Had him a pretty good rip earlier in the game. Foul before grounding out back into third.
1-0.
Ball outside. Rally Ryan. Yeah. Take whatever from that household. Everybody that tunes in induces the rallies. Rally Beckett, Rally Ryan. The 1-0 to Tucker.
Ball 2.
2-0. Good eye by Kyle. Last 8 games he's appeared in, he does have 4 RBIs. So we talked about that 250 average. It's playing a little higher than that.
That's ball 3.
And Arrieta apparently afraid of him. 3-0. Astros catcher Garrett Stubbs waits on deck, who did get a single in his first at-bat. The 3-0 to Tucker. Had the green light and fouled it away. 3-1 now.
Nope, that's ball 4. Take your base.
Tucker will walk there. Good at bat. 2 runners on now for Garrett Stubbs, and that'll bring the pitching coach out. And what a mustache. They're going to talk facial hair, no doubt. He's like, man, you got a pretty good beard, but check out this handlebar. Oh, even this profile is amazing. As we mentioned, Garrett Stubbs hit a single back in the 3rd inning. He's got 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the 5th. 1 run already in this inning for the Astros. Oh, we thought that was going into left field. It was hit sharply, but Didi Gregorius snags it out of the air for out number 3. Astros with a run. What is this? 1-0 Stros. After 5, we'll be right back. This is something we haven't seen since Sunday. An Astros pitcher pitching with the lead. It's Greinke back out for his 6th inning of work. He's thrown 75 pitches so far in this one. First pitch strike to McCutchen. Swings to the changeup blowing out of the zone. The 0-2 pitch. Foul away. Ball's hit pretty well. Could be 2. Reddick gonna throw it in a second. It'll be a leadoff double though for Andrew McCutchen.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper now bats with nobody out. And a tying run at second here in the top of the 6th. He lifts a changeup into shallow center. Correa out. He'll make the grab. Had a long way to run. But he gets Bryce Harper out there for the first out of the 6th. Harper just getting under the changeup. Nice extension by Correa, running away from the infield there to get to that one. And Hoskins' first pitch swinging way ahead of the changeup. Fastball taken low. Swing and miss there from 1-2 now. And another strikeout for Greinke. Hoskins swinging through the changeup there for Greinke's 5th punch out of the game.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Still loving those jerseys. No one asked, but I'm telling. Didi Gregorius did play to end the inning back in the 5th. He's 0 for 2 in this one at the plate. Runner at second base and 1 gone. I'm sorry, 2 gone now. Gives that one a long ride for a strike. The 1-1. Hit well, and that's going to tie this one up just out of the reach of Yuli. Going to be a 2-out double for Gregorius. Ties the ball game up at 1. Real Muto bats here. With Gregorius at second base, 1 run already in. This is with the slider, 1-1. 2-0, sorry. Change up, misses high. First base is open. Gotta be careful not to groove one here. 3-0 pitch. It's fouled away. It's fouled away as well, so the count goes full. Payoff pitch. Lifted to center. Kyle Tucker will take a few steps. Squeeze it for out number 3. The Phillies tie it up here in the 6th. Only their 5th run of the series. Unfortunately, the Astros only have 1 run in the series, but it's tied up through 6. 1-1. We'll be right back. Rally Ryan, don't go anywhere. Top of the order for the Astros here in the 6th. Jose Altuve, 1 for 2 tonight, trying to get that average back over 300. Currently batting .297. Fouls the changeup away. Smoked. That one's going to be a double for Jose. Fielded cleanly there at the wall. Altuve will stop at second for a leadoff double. The 16th of the year. The Astros with something cooking here. A different lineup tonight sees Alex Bregman batting right behind Altuve. Bad swing there by Alex on the curveball out of the zone. Bregman looking for his first hit tonight, 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Changeup misses, 1-1. Rip to first, it'll get Altuve over to third. So Altuve's in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and he's at third base, so a sac fly here would get it done. Michael Brantley has hit the ball in the air twice so far. Also hadn't hit a homer in a while. Come on, baby. So you see the changeup for strike number 1. Brantley hitting .400 in his career versus Arrieta. You'd like to see that. Oh, here we go. They dive for it. Second base. That's going to be a double on the scorecard. Altuve scores with ease. Astros retake the lead 2-1. Brantley hitting it the other way. Left fielder taking a gamble there, and it doesn't pay off. Had it been anybody a little faster, that's a triple. He's still in scoring position with only 1 out for Jordan. First pitch, ball. A couple of Phillies fans with good seats there in the Diamond Club. Yep, 2-0 now. Thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast. Astros just taking the lead back from Philadelphia 2-1. 2-0 here to Alvarez with 1 out in the 6th. Brantley at second base. Would be 3-0, but Jordan swung through the curveball. 2-1 now. See if Arrieta goes back to that curveball. He does, and Alvarez crushes it to right. He's going to touch them all because ding dong, the pitch is dead. It'd been a while for Jordan, but he hits that one, and it's you're gone, Alvarez. Giving the Astros a 4-1 lead. If you're keeping track of that aggregate score, it's now Phillies 5, Astros 4 here in the series. 1 gone, bottom of the 6th, and Jordan unloads on a curveball. That first baseman knew it was gone off of the bat. Arrieta, he likes to watch the whole thing. And that's going to be it for Jake. We're going to pull him. Astros getting that Phillies bullpen here in the 6th inning. Arrieta in line for the loss, giving up 4 earned.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
This is the first appearance by the Phillies bullpen in this series. Back-to-back complete game shutouts by Nola and Wheeler. It's Victor Arano, 3.59 ERA, 37 strikeouts over 47 and 2/3. Speaking of strikeouts, I don't want to say it, but the Astros haven't done it yet tonight. 4-1 now with 1 out in the 6th, and it'll be Yuli Gurriel. He's 1 for 2. Takes a strike on the outside corner. This guy throws 4 pitches for strikes. Late on the fastball. A little bit more gas coming in off the arm of Arano than Arrieta was throwing. 0-2 pitch to Yuli. He's going to ground to the second base. We'll go 4-3 for out number 2 here in the 6th.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Did he really, Ryan? I forgot that. Oh. Good catch, Ryan Dietz. It's the 2nd appearance by the Phillies bullpen. It felt like both those guys got complete games. Correa late on the fastball, swinging through it for strike number 1. Behind on the fastball, early on the changeup for 0-2. The 0-2 to Correa. Way outside for ball 1.
That's ball 2.
That misses as well. Count evens at 2-2. Lifted to right. See if it carries here. Looks like the right fielder will squeeze it just in front of the warning track for out number 3. Astros take a 4-1 lead. The big bat of Jordan. Brantley also had a double in the 6th. They score 3, and it's Astros 4, Phillies 1.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Nick Williams.
Still with you guys. Stay with me, Jimbo, as they say. Who's they? I don't know. We're still here. There we go. Sorry for the delay. Nick Williams leads off the 7th for Philadelphia. Kyle Tucker was playing him in. We'll have plenty of time to get to that one for out number 1. 95 pitches for Greinke. Dusty in that sweet orange jacket with no one warming up in the bullpen.
Adam Hazley.
Hazley takes a first pitch strike. Yes, Ryan, at least I do know you are paying attention. The 0-1 to Hazley. Fouled away. The 0-2. Grounded in the hole, toward the hole. Altuve gets over there in time to field it and throw on to first for out number 2.
The batter, second baseman, Josh Kingery.
Changeup taken for a strike. Hit hard, but Yuli fielded with no problem. He'll touch first, unassisted for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to stretch it here in Houston. Greinke with a nice quick inning. Astros 4, Philadelphia 1. We'll be right back.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Adam
Phillies.
Morgan comes out of the bullpen for
46.
Philadelphia.
Adam
24th appearance on the year, 19 strikeouts to 24 innings. It'll be Josh Reddick to lead off the Astros in the 7th.
for the Astros.
Time for your Aflac trivia question of the night. It's coming up here in a minute, so Donna Dodds, get your Google fingers ready. Reddick 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch swinging from the lefty reliever. It'll go 4-3 for out number 1. That Aflac trivia question for tonight as Kyle Tucker takes the plate. Astros are in the shooting star jerseys that they wore in the 60s. This was technically their first home uniform set since changing their name from the Colt 45s. Your Aflac trivia question is, what Hall of Famer wore this jersey regularly and played second base for the Astros? What Hall of Famer was at second base and wore this jersey in the 60s? 2-1 now to Tucker.
Count is 2-1.
I want to add in there that he was on the opening day roster in 65. I think that's correct when they opened the Astrodome with these jerseys. But I'm not sure. Ryan Dietz, I know you'll correct me if I'm wrong on that. So the question is just, what Hall of Fame second baseman played for the Astros and wore this jersey? Tucker sees the curveball or the slider that was hung. Fouls it a long way. 2-2 now to Kyle Tucker. First strikeout of the night, and it comes with 1 out in the 7th. Pretty good. Pretty good showing for the Astros hitters.
The catcher, Garrett.
2 gone now for the Astros backstop, Garrett Stubbs. Kyle Tucker just out in front of that slider. Stubbs takes one inside. Aflac trivia question again. What Hall of Fame second baseman played for the Astros when they wore this jersey, the shooting star jersey, regularly? Opening the Astrodome in 65, they wore these jerseys at least for the first 5-6 seasons. Stubbs is going to get him a home run right here. Garrett Stubbs is going to touch them all on the stoik job that almost gets in the upper deck. Bobby Vasquez hadn't got to run the train much this series, but his second opportunity to do so tonight as Garrett Stubbs just takes an absolutely deep. 394 feet for the ding dong, and a 5-1 Astros lead. Aggregate score for the series: Phillies 5, Astros 5. 2 outs here in the 7th. Stubbs with the stoink job. Stoink. No doubter. Astros' second no doubter of the game, Yordan Alvarez, yanking one over to the right field bleachers earlier in the game. Jose Altuve at bat here with a double single, 2 for 3 on the night. Takes a first pitch ball. No guesses yet on that Aflac trivia question. What Astros second baseman and Hall of Famer wore this jersey set regularly? And we have a guess from Ryan Dietz. Altuve's, just missing, going 3 for 4. Caught by the left fielder there on the line drive for out number 3. But Stubbs goes deep and gets the Astros a little bit of insurance here late in the ball game. 5-1 Astros. We'll be right back. Back here in Houston, will be the top of the order for Philadelphia, Gene Segura. He's hitless tonight in 3 at-bats. Joe Smith going to come in the game.
Your attention, please. Now
sub 1 ERA, pretty filthy. 38 strikeouts and 29 in the third, also high in salt there. Greinke in line for the win, pitched really well. Only gave up 1 run, had 5 punch outs. Lifted to right, Reddick over. He catches that one for out number 1. Our Aflac trivia answer. We look at Zach Greinke's line on the night. Only 3 hits by the Astros co-ace. And 100 pitches right on the nose. Love it. 3 walks. Didn't come back to bite him, though. Aflac trivia question was, what second baseman and Hall of Famer played for the Astros when they debuted these shooting star jerseys? That answer was given correctly by Mr. Ryan Dietz. That Hall of Famer, Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan drafted by the Astros. Played his first handful of seasons in the Astrodome. Went on to play for the Cincinnati Reds. Bregman over. Got to do it quickly. 5-3 for out number 2. Getting McCutchen there on the ground out. Bryce Harper rocking the blue. The blue batting gloves. He's 1 for 2. He hit one really hard right at Greinke his last at bat. So Joe Smith got to be careful here. Slider taken for a strike.
0-1.
Couldn't Google fast enough, says Donna Dodds. Oh, I'll tell you what. No matter what happens with the real baseball, James King says it's not coming back. I have decided that I'm probably going to keep up with this. I'm not going to broadcast the games, but I'm going to keep up with the season in case there is a stoppage of play for any reason, as Bryce Harper keeps fouling balls off 0-2. That way, if there is a stoppage, I can come back and we're right where we left off. Or not where we left off, we'll be continuing on. It's a strikeout against the Phillies slugger. We're through 7.5. It's Astros 5, Phillies 1. Let's go, Stros. Alex Bregman leads off the 8th.
For the Astros, the third baseman, Alex.
Batting in a 2-hole tonight. Got to be honest. I like the new lineup. It was drawn up this way because Springer is out missing just 1 game. He'll be back tomorrow, more than likely. Fouled away by Bregman for strike number 1. Aggressive there, swinging the ball out of the zone. He'll say it's because he was walking back from the fridge, but I don't believe him. 0-2 to Alex. Hit fouled, stay alive. Guys, this broadcast for the 2020 Quaranseason, the whole season has been fun. We've had some ups and we've had some downs. We're not into the last game yet, but we are. Tonight does mark the last week. No, it doesn't. We got the All-Star break and then the week after that. Okay, I don't have to get all mushy yet. 0-2 still to Alex. Second strikeout of the night on the high fastball. Bregman goes down on strikes route number 1 in the 8th.
The left fielder, number 23.
It'll be Michael Brantley. He had a double his last at-bat. Gave the Astros the lead.
Oh, one's the count.
Swung through a fastball there for strike 1. Sorry, the swing loop.
Aye.
Oh, that slider way up in the zone, outside corner. Not sure if that was a miss by the pitcher Adam Morgan or not, but it's good for strike number 2. Second strikeout in a row on the high fastball. 2 gone here in the 8th. The Mariners game has not started yet. I say Mariners, the A's game. Astros playing this one really quickly. It'll be Alvarez with 2 gone in the 8th. Taking a first pitch ball. 36,000 in attendance tonight. Astros trying to avoid the sweep. Hopefully sending the fans home happy from this one. Alvarez sees those balls on the outside part of the plate. Gets real excited about hitting it the other way. Because like most games, they're in the shift. 1-1. Swings through a fastball. 1-2 now to Alvarez.
I got to count 2-2.
High fastball not swung at. And the count evens to 2-2. Strikes out the side in the 8th. Astros have only had 1 strikeout previous coming into this inning. But they go 1-2-3 via the K in the 8th. The Astros leading this one 5-1. We'll be right back for the 9th inning. Don't go anywhere.
Leading off for the Phillies, the first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Joe Smith going to stay in here and pitch the 9th.
1-0.
Sinker gets away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the office of Matthew Deaton. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. The 1-0 to Hoskins. Phillies have 4, 5, and 6 due up here in the 9th. Ryan Presley is waiting in the bullpen, and he'll probably get the call right now as Joe Smith gives up one off the train tracks. It's 5-2 Astros now after the solo homer by Hoskins. Take a look at where this one bounces off of. Yeah, it did hit off the concrete. Thought it did. Joe Smith knew he'd hung one there.
Now batting, third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Ryan Presley comes in. It is a save situation, but Osuna not warmed up.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
And it's Didi Gregorius, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Nobody out here in the 9th. A leadoff homer for the Phillies in the inning. Takes it for a strike. Shauna, happy belated birthday, by the way. Oh no, hits through the shift. Probably going to be a double. Brantley hustling over, not going to get there in time. They go homer double to lead off the 9th against 2 different Astros pitchers.
Now back.
Presley with a great pitch. Normally would be a ground ball out by Alex Bregman.
Back outside.
This is with the curveball there. Now, folks, we don't think this is going to be necessary, but we're going to do this just in case. Osuna going to get warm, but Presley only 4 pitches into this outing. Slider hits him. Oh no, it didn't hit him. Stubbs with the late throw. We thought it went off of the batter. It was a bizarre sequence there. Runner at third base now. Still nobody out. Settle down here. What's going on? Hit hard. Yuli snares it. Runner holds it third. 1 gone now for Presley. Phillies getting to him pretty well here. Hitting the ball hard. It'll be their 7-hole hitter, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 3. That's here with a runner on third base. Astros with a 3-run lead, 5-2. This one could be trouble. Presley gets the out at first, ignoring the runner coming home. Not as important as the out. If that guy scores and guy at first is safe, it's 5-3 with only 1 out and a runner on. 5-3, 2 outs and no runners on, more like it. Slider's taken for a strike. 2 gone now in the 9th. Astros trying to salvage the sweep. Avoid the sweep, I should say.
That's a ball. 1-1.
They did not score a run in this series until tonight, and they've got 5 on the board. That should do it. Altuve throws on to first for out number 3, and the Astros avoid the sweep. Greinke pitches a gem, 3 hits, 1 earned run. Astros with a pair of homers, and they're going to take game 3, 5-3. And we'll be back tomorrow night for the first of a 3-game set against the Detroit Tigers. They're struggling. Astros can go on a little 4-game winning streak here, with Detroit coming into town for 3 before the All-Star break starts Monday. So make plans to join us for all 2 or just 1. Join us for some baseball this weekend. We'd love to have you back here on the broadcast. You want to know when the games are scheduled for? It's there on the YouTube channel. Check it out. Hit that subscribe button. You won't miss an inning of the action. Once again, a very happy belated birthday to Shauna Dodge. Thanks to her parents, Charlie Bob and Donna Dodge, tuning in tonight. Ryan Dietz, James King. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Getting to see the Astros score some runs. I believe only 4 strikeouts on the night as well. That's a huge improvement. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:10 for the first of 3 against Detroit. Until then, go Stros and wash your hands. Have a good night.